If there's one thing rich people love spending more on than their yachts, it's themselves. Whether it's a mansion that serves as a kind of surveillance, or an entire entourage of guards that resembles an army. Considering the fact that a lot of CEOs in the past are suffering of assassinations and kidnappings, it's no surprise that they will pay this much for their security. But before we proceed into the video, make sure you subscribe to the channel and don't forget to hit the notification bell. Here is a list of the 7 most heavily guarded CEOs in the world. Number 1. Bill Gates. Since its inception, Gates has been one of the most recognizable names in the tech world. And as one of the most powerful people of the last century, it's no surprise that the owner and co-founder of Microsoft doesn't compromise when it comes on security, whether it's for himself or his family. And to get an idea of just how wildly incredible his security is, look no further than his positively spy base like Lake Washington Mansion, with an estimated cost of well over $100 million from some sources, quoting a $123 million price tag. But the person inside living has a net worth of $136 billion and is one of the most important people in the tech industry. Number 2. Tim Cook. Despite the fact that Steve Jobs will always be the face of Apple, Tim Cook, his successor, has been no slouch either, with the company rapidly increasing in value and becoming such a significant asset to the world's most valuable company throughout his tenure. The fact that Apple would spend so much money on Cook's security comes as no surprise. According to reports, the California tech giant has spent $457,083 on private security for Tim Cook in 2019, up 104% from $310,000 in 2018. This includes high-security cars, bodyguards, surveillance, tracking and monitoring every action for safety, and much more. Number 3. Donald Trump. You are correct in predicting that this name will appear on this list. Donald Trump, an eccentric rich man, is well known for his security efforts. Even yet, you might be shocked at how extensive his network is. From a full team of armed and coordinated bodyguards to an entourage of armored cars to escort him everywhere, it's evident that becoming president wasn't a great leap for him. According to most sources, the security network is so tight that not only does he have an entire team dedicated to guarding himself, but he also has separate 24/7 security teams for each member of his family. You can get an idea of this from the fact that he and his family were at high risk during the early days of his presidency. Number 4. Dara Khosrowshahi. According to a proxy statement filed by Uber in March 2020, the company paid Khosrowshahi $596,554 in business and personal security costs in 2019. This is a significant decrease from 2018, when Uber's IPO filing revealed that his compensation included $2 million in security costs, roughly equivalent to his bonus. In 2019, the company also paid Khosrowshahi $1,392,569 in personal travel in Uber-provided vehicles. Number 5. Jeff Bezos. As the founder of massive companies like Amazon, it's no secret that Bezos is a huge asset, and as a result, he needs the highest level of protection. And he appears to be getting it, since Amazon says that they spend $1.6 million each year on his protection. But that's not the most important part, because that number has remained unchanged since 2012. It's all relevant at the same time. And, perhaps more importantly, his net worth has risen by hundreds of billions of dollars. According to public reports, the businessman has bulletproof panels installed in his office, which is in his own building filled with hundreds of guards and personnel that he already pays, as revealed in a Seattle suit. The planning permit would not have been considered, but the Daily Beast noticed an application for the installation of bulletproof panels in Bezos' office in November 2018, which was approved in January 2019. To put it in perspective, the panels would have cost more than $180,000 to install at the time, and they can resist numerous bullets from a military assault rifle. Returning to his personal spending, however, to understand how serious he is about his security, take the time in 2019 won a few intimate messages between former TV anchor Lauren Sanchez and our good friend Mr. Bezos had been public through the National Enquirer. As a response, Bezos hired Gavin de Becker, his personal security chief, to investigate the source of the leak. As a result, instead of rewarding him with a generous bonus, he got exactly what you'd anticipate and handed him a blank check. This revelation comes directly from Becker, who wrote to the Daily Beast in March, claiming that after the extensive investigation was completed, Bezos urged him to pay whatever it takes to get to the bottom of how his taxes were obtained by the Enquirer. Number 6. Mark Zuckerberg. Mark Zuckerberg, Facebook CEO, is surely part of this list. So, let me just tell you about the security bill Facebook pays for their golden boy, 23 million bats. Right? He spends over 10 times the money Bezos does, at least officially, and that makes him one of the world's best protected people. The disaster of 2018 was a major contributor to these high security expenses. With the recent revelations concerning Facebook's sloppy handling of user privacy, the anger of the public was directed at the CEO. The business reportedly spent $10 million on personal security for Zuckerberg in that year alone, up $2.5 million from the previous year. And that alone appears to be insufficient. He was also given a $10 million pre-tax allowance to cover any little additional costs that his and his family's safety may necessitate. In an SEC filing, the company stated that public outrage directed at Facebook was the reason for the company's decision to spend so much on Zuckerberg's high security. He is thought to be synonymous with Facebook, according to them. As a result, harsh sentiments toward our company is frequently linked to and attributed to Mr. Zuckerberg, despite the fact that the condition gradually subsided. Since such charges persisted in 2019, it appears that the CEO developed a taste for security, and hell grew much worse in the eerily calm year. In a proxy filing dated April 2020, it was found that the firm was spending around $23 million on Zuckerberg, security, and travel costs. What does that security involve exactly? Well, according to Business Insider, armed executive security personnel stand patrol outside Zuckerberg's Bay Area houses at all times, protecting him and his estate. Yes, that's the home in Laurel. And if that's not enough, one of the homes is said to be equipped with a panic room. In his 5,000-word investigation into Facebook's security operations, Price also mentioned that there's a rumor among Facebook employees about this ridiculous spending habit, which is that apparently Zuckerberg has a panic chute in case he and his team need to evacuate the offices. One person even told Price that they had been briefed about the existence of the passages and how to use them in the event of an emergency. And if that doesn't seem like a good time, I'm not sure what does. Number 7. Elon Musk. Elon Musk is one of the most charismatic and controversial names in the world. His security expenses aren't easily accessible. Tesla has remained silent about the matter. There is one small asterisk that conceals Elon Musk's actual most well-protected CEOs. Since his security demands were publicized in a tweet in November 2018, Musk and well have been at odds. There's no disputing that Elon knows security when it comes to his new business, The Boring Company, as he wanted to hire a night to yell insults at people in a French accent. And if that doesn't scream absolute security, I'm not certain what does. How about you guys? How much would you spend for security? Let me know in the comments below. Hope you guys liked today's video. And if you did, make sure to click like and subscribe to our channel. I'll see y'all next time.